Shambles. Nuts. Knicks,
Are we though?
yeah. Knicks lose 105-92 to the Detroit Pistons, despite Dennis Smith Jr. putting on a show at MSG with 25 points. CP from the Knicks Fan TV, my man Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time show. This is Post Game Live, the #1 show for the fans, by the fans on YouTube. If you're a diehard Knicks fan and this is your first time watching, hit that subscribe button below and the notification bell so you don't miss the next show. Tonight's show, we're going to recap the game. The trade deadline is coming up on Thursday. We're going to give you our trade predictions for some of the guys who could still be on the block. Speaking of trades, there was some new Kristaps Porzingis trade news that surfaced. I know we want to put this to bed, but there's some news that we want to recap for the people that weren't familiar with it. And Lakers and Anthony Davis trade has hit a snag. So we'll talk about what that means for the Knicks as well, man. But back to the game, Jay Ellis. 13 straight losses.
Yep.
We haven't won a game since December 1st.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while, man. Nevertheless, there were some good things, namely from Dennis Smith Jr., namely from Mitchell Robinson. So give me your takeaways on tonight's showing by both guys.
Let's see. I'll start out with Dennis Smith Jr. Obviously, last game he showed some flashes, but no practice, straight off the plane. You don't really expect that much. So you can't really get too high or too low over the last game, but still solid social flashes last game.
Yeah.
This game took a step up, pretty good, 25 points. Was pretty efficient, 6 assists. Honestly, I feel like he was getting the Knicks a lot of open shots.
Yeah.
To be honest, I feel like if the Knicks hit the shots they were supposed to, he would have had more like 12 assists, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
He would have had a double-double. But it's like, man, like the bricks that were coming from Wesley Matthews, from Lance Thomas, from Knox.
Yeah.
There was a lot of wide open threes.
Wide open. Speaking of Wesley Matthews, we're trying to get some assets for him. We can't get a 5th-round pick for Wesley Matthews right now.
Nah, he's proven in this league, man. Don't let the slow start.
If I'm a GM, I'm gonna be like, dogs, I'll wait till after Thursday when y'all buy him out. You know what I mean? But
he's gonna turn it around. He's gonna turn it around.
Yeah.
Dude, he lit us up. He lit us up a few last week.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely, man.
He got those same shots he got these last 2 games he got last week.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Now, I thought, to echo your sentiments, I thought DSJ was on the money, man. I just love seeing him a little bit. Got a little bit tunnel vision there in some stretches, a little turnover prone in some stretches. But, it's only his 2nd game, first practice in with the team. But listen, man, I like what he kept me interested in the game. And that's all that really mattered, man. That was refreshing. He's on the clock. He's on the clock, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, his on-ball defense seems a little better than advertised.
Yeah.
It was pretty solid. Off-ball defense might be the issue with him, but his on-ball defense was pretty good. And like you said, the jump shot is a little erratic. Hit some, miss some. He only shot like 20% from 3 or something today. But he got to the hole pretty well and had a pretty good game. Just by attacking, he had opened up a lot of opportunities for the Knicks. They just have to be able to hit.
Absolutely. I think he finished with, let me pull up the stat sheet. He finished 11 for 25, 2 for 9 from 3. The team overall shot 40% from the field, 9 for 33 from three-point land. On the broadcast, they were talking about the corner 3, and I'm just sitting there wondering to myself, like, I don't recall the last time the Knicks even shot or hit a corner 3, which is the easiest 3-pointer in the game, man.
It's pretty weird because that's supposed to be the easiest 3.
The easiest 3 in the game.
But we never hit them. We always hit like the ones at the top and the elbow for some reason. It's like, what's up with that? I don't know what's happening there.
Absolutely,
Very
man.
weird.
And I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's just lack of creativity on the offense or it's the ineffectiveness of the point guards. We'll have to look at some more tape on that. But we just not getting no shots from there, man.
No, this game, CP. I mean, we just missed wide open shots.
Yeah.
Wide open. Like, why? You got to hit shots at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, we hit half. I don't know how many threes we missed. I have to look at
9 for 33. So
how much?
to answer your question, we missed 24 threes.
24 threes.
Missed 24 threes.
And like, I don't know. I just watching the game. Half of those, like, at least more than half of those were what? They weren't bad shots. Like you just at the end of the game, you can't win the game if you getting shots. We just have to hit some damn shots.
Absolutely. Second and third quarter, we kept it close. We kept fighting. Fourth quarter, we made a run. I think we brought it down to as close as 3. But, Pistons give credit. Blake Griffin having a great year. He killed us. We had no answers for him, obviously. DeAndre Jordan was affecting us on the defensive end. Not DeAndre, I'm sorry. DeAndre Drummond. Andre Drummond was affecting us on that regard. On the defensive end, he finishes with 17, 16, 5 block shots. Had a couple on DSJ. Blake Griffin, 29, 8, and 6. I mean, what can you really do there? You know?
Man. Like, Vonleh could not handle. This is the second time Vonleh got ate up by Blake Griffin, man.
Yeah. I mean, listen, who can really handle Blake that much? You know, that was a tall order for Vonleh. Vonleh seems like Sean Shepard on Twitter hit us up. He's been sending us a lot of critiques lately, man. But he thinks Vonleh might have came back to earth a little bit, man. The
3 ball is really what's come down to earth.
Yeah.
Like, the hustle, the defense is still there. That 3-point shooting was really kind of what made him special in the beginning of the season. And now that he's not hitting it, he seems more normal. So it's going to be interesting to see how that translates to teams wanting him.
Yeah.
Like, does this trade value go down now? Are people willing to give up stuff now that the shooting kind of come off the cliff?
Well, I mean, we were already looking at second round pick at best. So I mean, I don't think that changes deal. He's making $1.5 million, man. I mean, there's not much that another team has to pony up with. So we should be able to get something for him.
Not feel you. I mean, but to be honest, like Justin Holiday's, I don't know offhand, but it seems like his 3-point shooting has been a lot more consistent.
Yeah. And
he's like a 3-and-D guy.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So I mean, that's pretty much what Vonleh is trending to be, a 3-and-D guy, but like a versatile kind of 3.
Right.
Like a Blake Griffin light.
Yeah.
Like a less skilled Blake Griffin.
Right.
Pretty much.
So Vonleh finishes with 7 and 5, 1 of 5 from 3. Mitchell Robinson was the other story the other night, JL's. Mitch came into that second quarter and gave the bench a lift, finishing with 13 points, 10 boards. Yeah. You want to see them rebounds up. He was only averaging about 4. And 2 blocks. 2 block shots from Mitch, man. What did you see out there from Mitch tonight?
He was running the court, man.
Yeah.
I loved it. That guy's going to be special, man.
Facts.
He ran the court beautifully for easy lobs. I loved how the entire team seemed to be looking for him. Dennis Smith got him. Dotson got him. He really anchored that second unit defense. And he helped that second unit thrive in the first half, or damn it, I think the Knicks outscored their second unit 21-7.
Yeah.
And a lot of that was because Mitch was causing havoc.
Yeah, so, Mitch was making his presence felt out there, man. It was nice to see. Like we said, rebounds.
Yeah.
Was great.
I was hoping to see him get a career high, though. I was hoping. He had 13. He tied his career high first half. And then second half
slowed down.
Yeah.
Kind of slowed down a little bit second half. Yeah, I got it. Well, it's still refreshing to see some guards actually getting him the rock. Getting those easy lobs on the pick and roll, man. We struggled so much for the most part of the season. But I feel like between ISO, you saw Dotson getting him, Kadeem Allen getting him some looks. So it was nice to see. It's nice to see him getting Mitch involved with ease.
Oh, hell yeah. Just throw it up high. It should be easy at that point. Just throw it up high and let him get it, man.
Yeah.
I miss that. I miss that Tyson Chandler effect that we used to have when we just go through the whole, throw it up and let him go get it.
Easy, man. Tyson used to get it easy, man.
Buddies for that, man.
Yeah.
And he was killing poor old man Jaja Pachulia.
Oh, he was eating Jaja up, man. I was loving it. Because Zaza, he likes to establish himself like a villain in the league. So anytime he gets washed up, I was loving it, man. I was loving it. Yeah. Absolutely. And speaking of Mitch, Fizdale was again, speaking highly of him. And, he keeps wanting to link DeAndre Jordan to Mitch. And I think as we get into these trade deadline talks, it's going to be interesting to see if they really even try to move DeAndre Jordan, because it seems like, if I were them, I would tell DeAndre, like, oh, listen, we'll bring you back for about $20 million less than you're making. But if you want to tutor Mitch,
I feel you.
We got a bet minimum for you, but you're making way too much money right now, bro.
Yeah.
Real
I agree.
Yeah.
Listen, man, like it's a gamble, but here's the thing: if the Knicks, you know how the Knicks clear the space, two cats, we got 2 cat spaces clear, right? We get 2 max free agents.
Mm-hmm.
If we get somebody, if we get those 2 free agents on here, that's when these vets start coming in here on deals, yo. That's what makes people take pay cuts. When people see a team starts to form, people are willing to take a pay cut to play for that team.
Yeah. So I think
goes right, that could happen.
And I think with them chasing Katie and Kyrie, I think they will pursue DeAndre Jordan as a later option, hopefully on the cheap. Be much cheaper than what he is right now, man.
Oh yeah.
God, thank God for that guy's agent, man, and Chris Paul. He needs to thank Chris Paul and his agent for making him a boatload of money where it came to a bidding war between Dallas and the Clippers that one crazy year where they drove to H-Town to go get him.
Was a crazy year.
Crazy.
Was that the year the center, when the center with all the centers, all the mediocre center was getting his age?
That was the year when everybody got the bag that year.
When Joakim Noah got the bag, and then my man, who was the ex-Nick, who was on the Lakers?
Yes.
That we traded for Melo back in the day. I forgot his name.
Oh, you talking about Robin Lopez?
No, not even Robin Lopez. Mozgov.
Oh, Mozgov. Yes, that Mozgov got the bag. Mozgov got a crazy bag. Shells just added that in there. Yeah, man, that's on DJ. But yeah, that's pretty much the game, man. Listen, it's tough to watch. It's tough to see us going through basically the worst team that we're ever gonna field, with the lottery odds being so even, man. We deserve a number 1 pick. Adam Silver, if you're listening, throw us a bone, please.
Yes,
throw us a bone, Commissioner Silver, man. Please.
If we get Zion, I'm praying. I would jump out of the streets, especially because it's crazy, because everybody's complaining, like, okay, if we get Zion, where's he gonna play? What position?
Yeah,
KP is going now, so
can't worry about that, man. It's best play available, man. It's best play available, man. Don't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about it. Let's just go.
I feel you.
Let's just go.
That just fits in a lot better.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, fits in a lot better, man. And we'll get to the KP topic in a little bit. Shout out everybody in the chat on this Tuesday night, JL. So we got about 350 people here between Nick and Time Show and the Knicks Fan TV. Once again, if this is your first time on the channel, hit that subscribe button on the Nick and Time Show on Knicks Fan TV. This is the number 1 post-game show for Knicks fans by the fans, where we talk about Knicks news, Knicks rumors, and post-game live shows after every game.
Yep.
All right, JLs, we recap the game. Let's go to the phones. And Julian from Westchester always starts us off. Julian, how you feeling, bro?
Oh, tonight was great. Tonight was and by the way, before I get started, the NBA needs to drug test Mr. Robinson really quickly. Jeez, bro.
Yo, somebody said Mitch ran out the door when they try to get a urine sample from him, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, tonight, honestly, Mr. Robinson, they definitely lied about his wingspan. I don't care what anyone tells me.
Yeah.
That is not, he's got to be like 10 feet long wingspan, bro.
Beast,
like the catches, especially the one where he laid it in on that crazy angle.
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell Robinson is like Baby Shaq without the obesity, and I'm so for it. Honestly, Mitchell Robinson, down like 3 or 4 years down the line, like, you want to talk about scratching the surface? This man had 13 points in 6 minutes, and they were all lobs.
Yeah, all lobs. All lobs, man. And could you imagine when we actually get or if DSJ is the future, if we get solid, consistent point guard play that can feed this dude and find him on the right angles, it's over with, JLs. That's the Tyson Chandler effect is going to happen, JLs.
That is, man. That's definitely the Tyson. We just really need to get this defense thing kind of like working.
Oh, God.
We got some nice offensive pieces that can work together.
Yeah.
We got to really train these guys to play a nice, good team defense.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. Well, part of that, and that's, why they highly tout DeAndre Jordan, because they want him in Mitch's ear, preaching him communication. They brought Rasheed in here to do the same. I really hope whatever direction we going forward, and hopefully Mitch is part of that direction. We got to get him. I still don't think he's ready to be a starter, but we got to get him a mentor like a DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah.
Somebody that could, or even, maybe even bring Tyson in on the cheap. I don't know if he's a free agent now. You check it out. But somebody that can help him continue to grow as a mentor on the court. That would be nice for Mitch, man.
That's a fact, man. He's going to be.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, Julian.
Yeah, so I got a couple more things to touch on.
Yeah.
DSJ, love what he did tonight. And, attacking the rim. This man is, and again, call me crazy, but he literally looks like the second coming of Derrick Rose.
Yeah, a lot of people say that, man. I see a little D Rose, a little Steph.
Ridiculous.
If he improves his jump a little bit, I see a little Steph in him too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's lightning quick.
Yeah.
He's one of the best athletes, especially for his age in the league. And you love to see the vision. Again, hitting Knox for nice looks, hitting even Lance Thomas for nice looks.
Yeah. He even got Lance involved in the mix.
Yeah, he's got to hit him.
And people on Knicks Twitter saying, blah, 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 Dennis proving he's the right pick over Frank. No, that's wrong. Games like tonight prove that Frank and Dennis are a perfect backcourt.
I want to see it.
Frank, he moves the ball around.
Yeah.
You see, Dennis loves to pound the rock, and there's nothing wrong with that because that's what guys like him do. Frank can move the ball around, and they complement each other very well. And, you look at that, and, say we don't get Kyrie, say we don't get KD. It's not the end of the world anymore. Maybe I was overreacting the first night KP got traded, but I'm starting to like this trade more and more as the days go on.
Yeah.
And Perry and Mills, they got to be commended. And one more thing before I go, if this team gets good next year, would you guys be opposed to bringing back some of the old guys that were here before, like Tyson, J.R. Smith, all these guys off the bench on minimum deals? Because looking at it, and again,
if we get the dream off season, I'll bring Earl here. If we get the dream off season,
that's a no for me, dog. J.R. Smith is not good for New York. That is not good.
J.R. too lit. He's too litty, man.
For New York, man. Like, I'm still mad. I'm still mad that once I don't know if you heard the story. I think everybody has though.
Yeah.
Once we traded him and he went to the Cavs and he started playing well, and they asked him what's the big difference.
Yeah.
And he said,
"There's nothing to do out here.
There's nothing to do out here. Just to play basketball." Like I was partying too much. And then I also back in the day, like I knew people who I heard rumors that J.R. Smith was partying on nights of like on right before the playoffs.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That playoff run where he was sucking every game, he was out partying the night before.
Earl was turning up. That's why Lance was eating his food in that playoff series against the Pacers.
So that's a no for me, dog, on J.R. Smith.
Appreciate it, Julian.
I would take Tyson back.
I would bring Tyson back on the cheap. I would bring, like I said, we need a mentor for Mitch. We need a mentor for Mitch, and if we don't get Kyrie, we need a mentor for DSJ if he's here, or John Moran if he's here. We need some vets to kind of fortify the youth on this team. JR, I mean, you got to think, man. If you bring in, if everything goes our way in this offseason, you bringing in Kyrie and KD, you're gonna have to get some bench help. We need shooting.
Oh yeah,
JR is the streakiest they come, but we need some sort of shooting, man.
I feel you. We need shooting, but there has to be more. I mean, he's not the only shooter.
Yeah. No, yeah, I feel you.
Is that all over the league?
Yeah. Shell said bring back Landry Fields. Alexei says no retreads. Mr. X in the chat says Tyson sucks. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to bring him in to be good. I'm trying to bring him in to be a coach on the court.
Yeah, man.
You know, depth. You can't have Mitch. You can't have your front court, your centers be Mitch and Cornette. You can't go into the season like that, no matter who you have on the team.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, we need rebounds, though.
We need rebounds. We need veterans. You know, that's why you have Lance here. Why you think you have Lance here?
Definitely. Like, if we end up getting like a Kyrie or whatever, or KD, then like the mode switches a little bit, right? You don't go all youth then because now you're trying to actually win some, so you bring in some vets as well.
Absolutely. Good call, Julian. Next call up, Jay Ellis, is Ari. Ari wants to talk about DSJ tonight. Ari, how you feeling, bro?
Hey, what's up, CP? How you doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
All right, so I have an announcement to make. All right. So, as the former president of the Tim Hardaway trade presidency,
who executed executive privilege ships out Timmy.
That I followed through on my campaign promises.
Hey, there you go.
I'm now running for the president of the DSJ fan club right now.
Okay, so what'd you like out there tonight, man?
All right, so what I liked out there today was everything that I've known already, and the reason why I wanted to draft him in the first place. No knock on Frank, but people have to understand, like, yeah, he may be inefficient right now, and, you know, he may take a lot of shots, but this guy is 20 years old playing the point guard position, which is essentially the quarterback of an NBA offense.
Hardest position.
The learning curve for the point guard spot is a lot steeper than what Kevin Knox is going through or Mitchell Robinson, because a set of pick and roll to the basket. You know, a point guard is a very cerebral position on the court. Mm-hmm. He's 20 years old right now. He hasn't practiced with the team at all. He comes in and he puts 25, 6, and 5 or whatever he put up, right?
Natural ability.
On relatively, 44% shooting?
Yeah.
On the NBA court as a 20-year-old. So, I mean, ability. I know people are going to knock his inefficiency. I know people are going to knock maybe his defense. First of all, he has no excuse to not be an elite defender in the NBA. He's 6'3". Mm. He's a top 5 athlete in the league. He has no excuse not to be a good defender. It's more about focus, I think, with him. Mm-hmm. I think he has the upside of an elite defender, to be honest with you. But besides that, his court vision is the one thing that surprises me the most. I think his court vision is great. As JL has said, he missed a lot of open shots tonight. And that's the biggest problem with the Knicks, right? The biggest problem is that we don't have any shooters. I don't even remember the last time we shot over 45% from the field.
Yeah, as a team was. We
can't shoot the ball, right?
It's abysmal.
Wesley Matthews is supposed to be a shooter. I don't know what happened.
Told you it's the headband. He starts off the game with this Last Dragon headband, JL. Just go it out, man.
Yo, he was wearing that when he was kicking our ass.
Yeah, he did. But Timmy was guarding him, to Ari's point. That's why Ari had him shipped out of here.
Ari, yeah, he's gone. He was gone. He had to go. Sorry, Fred Hardaway, but you're done.
Sorry,
right?
Fred.
So,
you know,
another thing. Also, people.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, but
One more. Go ahead.
What people don't understand is like people's like, oh, he shot 11 for 25, but like getting 25 shots yourself out of nothing, out of no assist, to get 25 shots is an asset in the first place. Like, people always knock high volume shooters like Allen Iverson, Westbrook, Melo, but you have to understand, like, be able to create your own shot out of nothing when you have nothing around you and whatever the situation is on the court that time is an asset in itself. Not any NBA player could take 25 makeable shots. So, yeah, he may be inefficient, which is something that he needs to work on for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he doesn't need to work on his efficiency. Of course he does. But, 25, 5, and 6 as a 20-year-old playing your first game after, the second game in New York City, I mean, come on, you have to like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that, obviously we go after Kyrie, but if we don't get Kyrie, honestly, you have to understand, people also don't understand that, where we're losing every game, great, we should tank. But, look at the best 3 players on our team right now. It's a 20-year-old and 2 19-year-olds are our 3 best players.
Yep.
They're not going to hit their prime for another 5, 6 years, 7 years. Do they even start their prime? And we almost won an NBA basketball game against grown men, right? I think Knicks fans just have to relax, let the process continue, and hope for the best in free agency. But if free agency falls and we strike out, we have pieces and we have assets. I don't know what do you guys think? I think we're in a good spot.
Well, and appreciate the calls, Ari. Here's the thing, though, JLs. Here's the thing, and Ari's right? These kids are young. We need to have patience, right? But here's the thing. We're straddling a line right now where we're going for it in 2018. Mm-hmm. And Ari preached that flexibility. And we're going to get to this later. Ari preached flexibility. But like I said, the rebuild is on pause this summer. Because they're going for Kevin Durant. They're going for Kyrie Irving. And if they get those two players, and like I said, if this AD trade lingers into the offseason, I'm going to be nervous, man. I'm going to be nervous, JLs. I'm going to get a pacemaker like ahead of time, bro, because my heart just can't take it, man.
You don't want to see the half the team man. Away for AD, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, we're straddling a line right now where, number one, this season has been trying on everybody. Look at Fizdale's face, man. He's worn out, man. The fan base is already tired of losing. Yeah, we want to tank. But at the slightest vision of a win now, everyone's going to jump on it. So so the question is, to Ari's point, how much patience are we really going to have with a lot of these kids?
Knicks fans?
Yes.
Let's see. What's today? Today's February. April.
Right.
People will be mad by April. I'm telling you. And then, Knicks fans don't have patience.
That's the thing.
Knicks fans don't have patience.
That's the thing.
Like, I was watching, granted, these are Instagram comments, but DSJ had like 8 points last game, and Knicks fans were complaining. We got this guy.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying, man.
I was like, yo, he had no practice, man. We're like, what are you talking about?
We got no patience, man. We're gonna be towing a fine line this off season, man. We're gonna be towing a fine line, man. It's gonna be very interesting.
It's still a good place to be, man.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Still a great place to be. Great place to be with that type of flexibility.
Yeah, I'm with it. If we getting some KP, some KD love and Kyrie love, I'm with it.
Yeah.
Plug in some veterans, keep the youth them, move forward, and we all right. Man.
True. This AD trade is dangerous.
This AD trade is dangerous. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I flip flop every day on this AD trade.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
Because he's 25, man.
Because
it's like I keep looking at the depth. Like, yo, we have a lot of depth now. But I also look at this man is 25. And he's a top 5 player in the NBA.
Yep.
At 25. So if we get him, and he says he wants to resign, that's what, 7-10 years of run with one of the top 5 players in the NBA?
Yep.
To me, that's even long term. That's better than having KD here.
That's true. That's true, man. I'm just nervous. Clearly, I think they're either pissed at the Lakers or something.
Oh yeah, they trying to Brooklyn them.
Yeah,
they're
pissed at LeBron. They're not gonna let LeBron have it easy. And Danny Ainge, they claim Danny Ainge called him and was like, just wait until this offseason. Let me get something together. But
Celtics want it. They want to go after it.
Yeah. Yep.
They're gonna do it. It seems like they're willing to give up Tatum.
Well, they would have to. They would have to, because that's the only way they're gonna keep. That's the only way they're gonna keep Kyrie there. So that's how Danny Ainge is looking at. Well, I mean, I don't know that for sure, but I think that's how Kyrie's playing it.
Even that's the only way. It depends though, because I don't know.
I'm just speculating.
Backfire, but
whatever. I'm just speculating. The way Kyrie's been talking, it seems like, he wants to be in a good position to win.
Yeah.
He wants to be in a good position to win, man. So, all interesting, man. But we're going to get into trade talks in a second. Real quick shout out to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys, man. We appreciate all the support. Best way to support us is what you've been doing. Continue watching. Continue subscribing. Hit the thumbs up. And share these videos. Very important to share these videos with any Knicks fan that you know, your family, your friend, whatever, Instagram, anything.
Please subscribe. Just hit Just hit 1,000 subscribers on Twitter.
Man. We got JLs to 1,000. We keep it moving, man. Maxwell Berman, what's good? Richard Rowe, what's going on? The Twitter group is growing. We got about 50 people in the Twitter. Share this video on Twitter with the hashtag PostGameNYK. I'll find it there and we'll add you to the group. Or Alex Collins will add you to the group. We got a lot of guys patrolling Twitter looking for that hashtag and adding people to the conversation. Conversation goes on damn near 24 hours, man. We got people from all over the world chatting with us in there, so that's been pretty fun. So join the Twitter group. Share this on Twitter, hashtag PostGameNYK. All right, JL's next call. Ben from Queens wants to talk about the draft odds this year. Ben, what's going on, bro?
CP, JLS, what's going on, man?
How you feeling, bro?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. There's a couple points I want to make. First off, DSJ. Yeah, he's doing good. He's doing all right. You know, like you pointed out, 20 years old, and he's attacking. Like I said, I like that, and hopefully he could grow and develop with these guys and become a well-balanced point guard. You know, of course, defense is going to be something we want to see develop from him, but to be balanced as far as an attacker and a distributor of the ball. Hopefully that'll work out. We don't even have to look for a point guard, which I'll get back to a little bit later.
Yeah.
The main thing that was a concern of mine is this whole tanking thing. Now, typically a team that's bad gets a high percentage chance, whatever, of getting the number one pick. To me, the way they reorganized the draft lottery and the percentages, it seems like they're almost trying to punish teams that are bad.
Yeah,
because if you look at the percentage,
that's exactly what they're trying to do.
Each get a chance to get 14% chance to get the number one pick, but then they have a 48% chance of getting the number 5.
That's crazy, bro.
That's real bizarre.
That's crazy.
I don't like that at all.
Well, when you got big mouths like Mark Cuban coming out like, yeah, we tank, and he said it multiple times, Jay Ellis, multiple times. We straight up tank.
Yep.
That's why they do it.
Yeah.
Bum ass Mark Cuban, like, bro, shut up. This is our time now, man.
Game, man.
It's our time. You know what I'm saying, Ben?
It's funny because this is the first time we actually did it right, and this is going to change the rules.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ben.
See, but this is the thing. It's not like we have superstars or we have stars on our team and we're deliberately benching them.
Right.
We're like the youngest team in the league.
Right. This is an innocent tank, man.
You know, so I think maybe in another year or two they're gonna have to reformat this thing again, because the percentages, it seems like a borderline playoff team or even a number 8 could possibly land the number 1 pick, and that's crazy. If that happens, there's gonna be an uproar. I tell you that right now. Now, the last thing I wanted to say is, even if we don't get Kyrie and KD, which I do hope we do, but even if we don't, that's my word. I don't want the Knicks to sign any of these other second rate.
No second tiers.
No second tiers. You know, coming off. Because Kawhi Leonard, he doesn't seem interested in New York. That's the only one after Kyrie and KD that I want.
Yeah, those are only 3 I want. Those are the only 3 I want. That's it.
Yeah, Kemba Walker, all right, you could take a hike. But,
not by himself. I wouldn't take Kemba by himself.
I would hold off on the money. Listen, they should just hold off. If they don't get the top, it's go for the gusto or nothing. If they don't get anything, I would say hold off on the money and just continue to develop the players that we have. Because think about it. Over the span of the next 5 years, we have 7 first-round picks.
Yeah.
7.
7 picks.
And we have to remember, Kevin Durant got drafted and became a superstar in OKC. Kyrie got drafted and became a star in Cleveland. I mean, when LeBron got there, but you know. Basically, any player that became a star, a superstar, got drafted.
To draft.
You know, this 7-3 bum that want to talk reckless about New York, you out of here. So we got a new roster of players to look at, you know?
True indeed. All right, Ben.
So over the next 5 years, seven players, I would say let's just build like that, because that's how Golden State did it, and you see they're the crown jewel of the league right now.
It's true indeed. True indeed. My man Ben from Queens says, "Stay patient, JLs." But you said you would take Kemba with KD, JLs. That's what you said.
I would take Kemba with KD.
Yeah.
I'd definitely do that.
Interesting.
The shooting would be crazy.
Yeah.
That would be a lot of that's a lot of firepower.
I'll
do that.
Yeah. I think I would take Kemba with KD too. I almost want to see what DSJ could give us if that's the case, but I've always been a Kemba guy. It's hard. I always root for homegrown point guards, especially.
That's a Bronx guys, New York thing.
Yeah, homegrown point guards always got a spot in my heart for, man. Steph, Kemba, you name it, man. You name it. All the guys that came through, all the greats.
And he been doing it by himself over there in Charlotte.
Yeah. Well, now they're saying they might trade for Marcus Gasol. Yeah,
I heard that. I heard he was a high probability landing spot. What does that mean, though?
What does that mean for Kemba? I don't know. That's such a Michael Jordan trade. Like, what the hell are you doing, Marcus Gasol?
Yeah, I don't understand that at all.
That's such a Michael Jordan thing. That's such a Michael Jordan move, man.
He's a great player, but GM, I don't know, man.
Nah, MJ ain't got the juice, man. MJ ain't got the juice, man. All right, before we get to the trade predictions, Jay, let's hear from one of our regulars. Let's go to Brooklyn. Q. I want you to talk about the game and shooters on the Knicks. Q, how you feeling, bro?
Hey, what's good, fella?
Chilling, man. How you feeling?
What's good?
Okay.
Hey, this is kind of weird to me. I watched the Duke game, and
how'd they look? I missed the game tonight. I missed the Duke game tonight. How'd it look?
They looked all right. They looked all right. It's just I don't like Barrett. I don't like this guy. But Zion, I want Zion, man. He just does the instinctual things. He doesn't care about really scoring. You know what I mean? He does the little defensive things, deflections. He moves his feet. He bodies up. I love the body. Yeah. And he's just a different kind of player. But at the same time, I love the way his instincts are for the game. Yeah. Like if let's say we bring KD. Now, everybody loves KD, but can we really trust KD? You know what I mean? What is going on with him these days? But a player like Zion can play with KD or Kyrie. He can play with guys like that. Now, he doesn't need the ball all the time to be him. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I just think the Knicks, and I kind of like what Ben was saying. If we don't get KD or we don't get Kyrie or Kemba or anybody, let's just build, man. Let's just build.
Sit tight.
Because it'll be dope, seeing the Knicks actually get a homegrown winner. Yeah. Now, down here, I'm notorious for hating DSJ. I was like,
so what you think tonight?
Me too, man.
Well,
Me too.
I think this. No, what I like is that he's showing me that he's a player you can grow. He reminds me more of Stevie Franchise than Derrick Rose. You know what I mean? So, Julian usually starts us off solid, but I think Julian had some happy juice today, man. He was feeling it. You know what I mean? He had the happy juice.
I can see the Stevie Franchise comparisons as well, man.
I mean,
I can see the franchise, but I would love to.
All those guys are kind of.
But I would love to see him with Frank too.
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see how that looks. I want to see how that looks.
I want to see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when you guys were talking about mentors, I think that's right down the pike of greatness. Because DeAndre, he's perfect for Mitch. Perfect to teach him. Tyson Chandler would be perfect, for Mitch. And if you think about it, we need shooters. So bring in somebody that can teach Knox the right way to shoot. You know what I mean? Because Knox would be great if he had a guy that was in his ear. And I'm not I'm not talking about Melo, but Paul.
Yeah. I feel like Knox needs that person to light a fire on them constantly. Yeah, maybe KD.
And even DSJ. DSJ, he needs a guy that's going to teach him the right way to play a point guard.
Yeah.
So I like that guy penetrates. I like that he could find open guys. And just watching him today was kind of telling me, man, we can probably grow this. So I'm afraid if we get AD or we get KD or we get Kyrie, I'm afraid because we got to give up the farm.
That's
we got to give it up.
That's my thing, man. And
there's no way to grow with those guys. So you do your thing, fellas, but I appreciate it.
Always appreciate the call, Q. Yeah, that's my fear, JLs.
I understand it, yo. I understand it.
That's my fear, man. Chris Bailey, thanks for the subscribe. Welcome to the show.
I understand it. I understand, but like I said, like AD, I still have to think about it, dog. I will still have to think about it because AD.
Yeah.
Because AD is 25.
I know.
That's a top 5. That's a top 5 in the NBA talent.
But it's like, damn, bro. We preached all this development and all this, man.
I know.
It's crazy, man.
That's a hell of a building block.
It's a hell of a building block. Though, man. Once again, this is Post Game Live. Shout out everybody watching JLs. We're over 400 people tonight on a Tuesday night.
Right.
I want to talk about the tanking Knicks and the trade deadline. So appreciate the support. Shout out everybody who subscribed so far. If you're new in the chat, give us a hashtag new so we can shout you guys out as well. Wherever you guys are tuning in from, we love to see where you guys are from all around the world. It's encouraging, the support that we get from all you guys, man.
Yeah, man, definitely is, man.
Absolutely, man. Shout out everybody watching on Facebook, Periscope as well, Jay Ellis.
Yeah.
We got a couple super chats in here. Jay Ellis McLovin the Sauce says he had some words for KP. Which I don't want to repeat, but shout out McLovin the Sauce for the super chat. Trix the Barber sent us a super chat as well. He says he always looks forward to watching. So Trix, we appreciate y'all as well, man. We appreciate you as well. George May is new to the chat. Shout out to George. And let's move to the next topic. We're gonna get back to the phones in a minute. Let's move to the next topic, JLs. On the trade deadline coming up Thursday. Who could still be on the move? Let's see. But today, some interesting tidbits came out about the former New York Knick by the name of Kristaps. Yeah, keep the boo birds coming. Keep the boo birds coming. You know what I mean?
I'm tired. I'm so tired.
Till I get the soundboard coming. Keep the boo birds coming. Yo, man. So they had the press conference yesterday, man. And it was hard to watch, JLs. It was hard to watch, man. I understand it's a good riddance. I understand it's a don't let the door hit you. I understand the snake talk.
Snake talk hard, man.
It's hard to see, man. It's hard to see, man. And Timmy Burke, Courtney Lee, they was just sitting there like they wasn't happy, man.
Nah, they wanted to be here.
They wasn't happy, man. You could tell all over Timmy's face he wasn't happy, man. But it is what it is.
They all wanted to be here.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. Courtney Lee, yeah, something going
on.
Maybe
Courtney Lee wanted to leave.
My man's getting paid to sit on the bench. He's chilling, city to city. But nobody want to go to Dallas.
Ballers want to play. They don't want to sit on a damn bench.
Nah, you're right, man. Now, shout out Courtney Lee, man. He would always laugh at my jokes on Instagram, pointing fun at him. He took it in stride. You know what I mean? Shout out Courtney Lee. Shout out Trey.
Yo, Sealy can definitely come to the cookout.
Yeah. Sealy can come to the cookout. He could be a guest of a guest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He could be a guest of a guest. Oh, I digress. Somebody said they were watching from Hong Kong. Shout out to you.
Oh, wow. All right.
Andrew Crow Meech, watching in Hong Kong. It's probably about 10 a.m. In Hong Kong, man. I've been to Hong Kong. It's a beautiful city, man. Love Hong Kong.
Don NYC is watching from North Carolina.
Yeah, man. Shout out Don NYC. So anyway, the point of this, what I want to talk about, and we'll jump off the Porzingis thing, JLs, was some interesting tidbits from Mark Stein on how this trade came about. Real cool article. If you guys haven't seen it, follow it. It divulged a lot of stuff, man. Some main tidbits that we got out of it were, JLs, number one, they came to the Knicks. The brothers came to the Knicks about requesting the trade.
Yeah.
They gave them a list of 4 teams. In Mark Stein's article, they list the Nets, the Nets, the Nets, the Nets.
The Nets.
Broken record.
Whose man's is this?
Yeah.
Man?
They list the Nets.
Get your man, CP.
The Clippers. Okay? Now, in Mark Berman's article, he lists the Raptors and the Spurs as the other 2 teams. Makes sense.
Raptors and
makes sense.
Spurs.
That makes sense.
Okay.
So they said they gave him the 4. They said the brothers demanded that if he wasn't traded by the deadline, they were going back to Spain to rehab. And that they would sign the qualifying offer with the intention to dip afterwards.
Diva, yo, I don't understand.
Diva.
I don't understand how somebody who is 23 years old who hasn't hit his prime is doing this, yo. Who do you think you are? You're not that nice, though. Like, I understand you got potential to use the best guy on the team.
Yeah.
But you're not. You're not there. The potential is there, but you acting like you there already, though. You acting like you Bron. You're not Bron.
And speaking of which, in Berman's article, he says that from his source, again, take it for what you will, he says Giannis wanted some responsibilities on the team. He wanted some jobs for other people in the entourage on the team.
Crazy. Insane, yo. Insane.
Is it? I don't really see that as an issue, though. I mean, we was about to pay him as to be the number 1 guy. We was about to pay him to be the franchise. Most people have those perks.
Yes and no. Like, you got to do a little bit more. Mm-hmm. You got to do a little bit more than shoot 40% for the year and play 30 games.
True.
You got to do a little bit more.
Got to earn it.
You got a little bit ahead of yourself.
Got to earn it, man. And so Berman flew all the way down there. He gets the first question in the press conference, asks KP why did he want to get traded. Cuban butts in and the coach and was like, this isn't New York. We don't have to talk about this. Blase, blah. They got scared. Wasted his plane ticket all the way down there. So they say that once they found out the trade demands were there, it started from early January. They called Sacramento about De'Aaron Fox. Good call. I would have loved to have had him. They called Utah about Donovan Mitchell. Good call. I would have loved to have had him. They were denied, rightfully so. They were denied.
I mean, you got to shoot your shot.
You got to shoot your shot. You got to shoot your shot. Now they said that Dallas, which wasn't on his list, but Dallas always coveted KP. Right? This is how the Dallas thing came about. Number 1, Dallas coveted KP. Number 2, the Knicks coveted DSJ for a bit of time this year.
Yep.
And number 3, the 2 teams that spoke about the Tim Hardaway Jr. for Wes Matthews trade, which we had heard about earlier this last month. We had heard about that.
Yep.
So those are all the things that kind of made the framework for the trade easy to make. And from Mark Stein's reporting, he says that obviously what Dallas could offer for the Knicks basically checked all the marks. You get DSJ, who's an asset. You get 2 first-round picks, who's an asset. And you get the ability, and you get those in addition to clearing out your cap space with Courtney Lee and Tim Hardaway Jr.
Right. Because I think that was one of the big parts, too.
That was
no one was willing to move both Courtney Lee and Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah, that was it.
So great job by our front office being a trade ninja, ignoring all of KP's trades and say, you know what, you're gonna have to sign long term with Dallas. You want to do this.
They did their homework. Man. And obviously the guy didn't want to be here. We were at risk of losing him. They did their homework and they felt like they got the best deal that they could get. I don't look at it as a salary dump as some of the haters was, until our future plans are set and depending on how KP does.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Interesting stuff still.
Yeah. Very
interesting stuff still.
Mark Stein, thank you for that article. Laid out everything. Let us further know how much of a snake KP really is.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I mean, not to drag it on. Like I said, it's still hard to get over, JLs. This isn't Moochie Norris walking out the back door. You know what I'm saying?
The crazy part is like he wasn't really with the team, and if you was reading the quotes and listening to the Tim Hardaway Jr., they asked Tim Hardaway Jr., did the losing in New York weigh on you?
Yeah, he handled that well. Timmy handled that question well,
and he responded that no, he understood that Fizdale was laying a foundation for a winning franchise.
Mm-hmm.
and they were supposed to be mentoring these young guys until we learned to win. So, it was like, and he was there in the trenches, physically playing the game.
Timmy was in the trenches. Say what you will. He was building
and my
a brick
guy
house.
KP's on the couch.
Yeah.
Being a diva.
Trying to call shots.
Talking about, I don't like the culture. You're not even there. You're on the couch.
Yeah.
You're on the couch, dude. Like, my guy, get off the couch.
That's it.
Go with the team.
And that's it, man. And so, we close it out with that, man. The news leaked today. We want to talk about the news. I see people in the chat getting tired of it. I'm tired of it too, man. But, like I said, it's not every day your 23-year-old, highly touted prospect just walks out the back door. So, it is what it is. I hope we reap the benefits of this flexibility.
Oh, yeah, man.
The end. Close the
casket. Shout out to Scott Perry.
Yep.
Great job, yo.
Shout out Scott Perry, man. In Perry I trust. You know what I'm saying?
Perry I trust.
In Perry I trust.
Trade ninja. Play
Absolutely.
That perfectly. No leverage for KP. Maximize our efforts. People are still complaining that we waited that we didn't. People are complaining that we pulled the trigger too early.
Yeah. No. I don't think so. This is not something that you rush, and I know they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. All right, moving on the trade deadline. Obviously, the AD rumors still lingering. The Lakers have pulled out of the trade, saying that Pelicans are offering too much.
Yep.
So how that impacts us, I highly doubt we pull a deadline deal, if we even did pull a deal, because clearly the Pelicans are going to wait and want to see what our lottery fate holds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I said, the longer this thing drags out, it's going to get interesting.
Oh, yeah, the Celtics is going to get involved because they don't give a damn.
Yeah. It's going to get interesting.
Yeah, and the Celtics get involved. Yeah, if the Celtics get involved and if we get the number one pick, then stuff gets very interesting.
It's going to get real. It's going to get very real, man. CP the artist, what's going on? She says they wanted 4 first-rounders. They wanted four first-round picks.
Yep.
I think that's just an FU to LeBron, basically.
Yeah, they mad.
Yeah, they're tight. They're not going to give him his way. They're not going to give him his way. So, we'll see. We'll see how that impacts us, man. So coming to our own guys, Jay Ellis, on the trade front, we got a couple of guys who could still be on the list. Let's start with Frank. What do you think about a potential? What do you think the probability is that Frank gets dealt by the deadline?
The probability?
Yeah.
Lord.
What do you think?
So I don't know, man. Frank. I know one of these guys seems like they have to go because you can't play all these guys minutes. Like you can almost got away with it because it was Trey Burke and he was 26, even though 26 is even old. But but it's like I still feel like Frank at this point might have a little more trade value than Moutier, even though Moutier has shown a little bit more only because of the youth and the length. And it seems like I feel like people might feel that Moutier has gotten a chance already.
Yeah. So Jesus Rodriguez, we quote him sometimes. He's always been connected to Courtney Lee. I don't know if he was security or something, but he's credible. And he only reports stuff that he knows, which I think comes from Courtney Lee. But he claims that they were trying to trade Frank and Lee to the Magic before they sent Lee in the KP deal, and he thinks Frank is still being shopped. He thinks Frank is still being shopped. So I think it's 30%. I think it's 30% he could get dealt. I think all of these guys, we're talking about all these guys that we have on the potential list, you're only looking at second-round picks at best.
Yeah, because you start to think, like, financially you think it would more make sense to keep Frank around considering but we don't have to re-sign him and he's going to be still on a rookie deal.
Yeah.
But then Moutier is Fizz's man. Like that's his guy. So I don't know if the franchise would even move his guy. To me, I would move Moutier because Frank has the defense and he has something that no point guard on his team has yet.
Yeah.
And I felt like Moody was on the decline in January, while Frank was trending the other way. But it might be a little bit too late in the franchise's eyes and Scott Perry's eyes.
Facts. It'll be interesting, man. Like I said, I'd love to see the Frank and DSJ pairing. Obviously, you have ISO here, who's in it for the long term. For now, you have DSJ, who you would figure is gonna be here. What happens in the draft? Ja Morant. Some guys think don't count out Ja Morant if they're in that 3 through 5 range.
Yo, if we get Ja Morant and I'm Dennis Jr., I'm tight.
Yeah.
I am tight, yo.
Facts.
He's like, yo, some other hot shot point guard comes in here.
Mm-hmm.
They got to battle again after. Yo.
Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones.
Super tight.
Yeah. So I think Frank got put about 30%. Moutier, I don't think Moutier gets traded. I don't think anybody wants Moutier.
You think we're gonna re-sign him?
No, I just don't think they'll be able to trade him. I don't think Moutier gets traded. How about Cannon? I've been advocating for his trade every day on Knicks Instagram. What's that?
He's gonna get bought out.
Yeah, I've been advocating for a Cannon trade every day on Knicks Instagram.
Nah, he lost leverage with Cantor. He lost that. He asked for a trade live on camera.
Yeah. Yep.
There's no leverage there.
No leverage there, and it's too much money. It's too much money to think we could take that back. This the Sacramento deal that they wanted for Zebo seemed like that really had no legs either. So yeah, I just see a buyout coming for that one.
Yep.
I just see a buyout coming for that one. How about Noah Vonleh? What do you guys think in the chat? Noah Vonleh. What do you give his percentages of trading Noah Vonleh? What do you think, Jails?
Percentages of playing Noah Vonleh? 50%.
50-50, yeah. I think it's 50-50. Depends. Could a playoff team want him? Potentially.
Potentially, yeah. I mean, we already know the 76ers was looking at him.
Yeah, potentially. But, his stock has dropped a little bit.
Yeah, the stock has dropped. I start to wonder now, is his stock dropping and Wesley Matthews might be rising because of he just got moved to the Knicks. And also considering that they still want shooters on that team. And even though he's been sucking with us, he's has a reputation as a shooter.
Yeah, right.
And we can't package Wesley Matthews with anybody. So
Can't package.
We can't even do here, take Vonleh and Matthews for we can't even do that.
Right. But the issue again with Matthews is almost like Cantor. He's almost making the same amount of money. So it's like you got to think how are you going to get that much back? Well, the Philly deal
expirings. I mean,
they were talking about Wilson Chandler.
Yes, Wilson Chandler makes 12, and then you can attach somebody else. They have I think they have 3 expiring contracts. On that team, so you can do Chandler and
Philly
somebody else, and the money will work. That's for sure.
If I can get that Bulls second rounder from Philly, let's go. Do it.
Oh yeah, that Bulls second round. Oh yeah.
If I can get that Bulls second round. Thing with Matthews is he's an easy buyout candidate, but they're saying there's multiple teams that's interested in him, so that could make a trade easier, knowing that other teams are after him. So let's see how hot the market is. He didn't do himself any justice in this game.
I like Wesley Matthews. The funny thing is I like West though, because this.
Yeah, I like him.
There's certain players because I know you're about to go DeAndre. Probably next. There's certain players man, if KD does actually come here, Wesley Matthews and DeAndre will work really nice.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you, man. Well, yeah, like I said, definitely didn't do himself no favors on the trade front. You can't even get a 5th round pick for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's gonna be alright though, yo. He had this reputation precedes him. He's gonna start hitting those shots again.
Yeah, I believe so. I just like to have fun with it.
Yeah.
So that was Wes Matthews. Who else? DeAndre Jordan. What do you think there? I don't think they trade him.
Yeah.
I don't think he trade him.
I think we have to get a blown away offer, but he's bait for KD. He's even more bait.
Right. I see them using him as bait for KD and a mentor for Mitch.
Yeah.
You know.
And we have a depth problem at center anyway.
Yes.
With a lack of rebounding, considering we're not trying to have cancer around here long term, and poisoning our youth.
Clown. Dude's a clown, man.
When we have somebody here can actually play pretty good team defense.
Facts.
And mentor the young guys, so I feel like they might want him to stay.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I agree, man.
More and more. Unless the Rockets really just come with it.
Yeah, that's another team I'm looking at. What do the Rockets want to do? What do the Rockets want to do? But I think they're going to use DeAndre as a recruiting chip. I don't really need him as a recruiting chip, but as a potential piece to bring back.
Yeah. We know DJ is a good friend of KD, McKing.
Yeah.
And on top of that, ISO. KD,
well,
ISO's mentor.
Yeah. Yep.
So a lot of ties coming here to the Knicks.
And that's about it, really, on the trade front. I mean, nobody wants Mario.
Nah. Really? Yeah. Portland might want him.
So that was the trade predictions. We predict nobody gets traded. But if anybody, basically Vonleh has the best odds, I think, and you would think JL's logically, and I think Frank would have the second best odds.
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe Matthews has the second best odds.
I guess I'm in denial about Frank. I'm in denial. I want it to work.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give him a chance, but it doesn't seem like I said, it hasn't really seemed like they've been too high on him from the jump. They're constantly bringing in more and more point guards that jump ahead of him. Whether it's Moutier, whether it's ISO, whether it's Dennis Smith Jr., whether it's Trey Burke, So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, see what happens, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat once again. Yahoo EU, what's going on? Keith Sinclair, 7 Car Service, Tiny Tim, Lawrence Williams. Who you got in your chat, JLs?
Oh man, I got James from Flatbush over here. Craig Williams always holding it down. They call me Tack in here. They're always holding down.
Yeah.
Hema King, Rich Boy, TMG Boss.
Yes, sir.
My regulars is holding down the chat. There's a lot more people in this chat than I see actually chatting though.
Yeah. Me too, man. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Shout out to everybody watching.
Yeah, and subscribe. Don't be just hit 1,000 subscribers like a few days ago.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I think up to like 1,100.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty dope. Like that. I'm liking that.
Yeah,
hit that thumbs up button and subscribe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Help out your boy.
That's it, man. Trying to get to 10,000 myself, man. Trying to get to 10,000, man. So we could do big things, JLs. You know what I mean?
Word. I'm with it. Let's go. I'm ready.
Yeah, man. We'll skip player ratings. Player ratings is canceled tonight, JLs. We spoke about DSJ.
Possible.
Yeah. DSJ and Mitch were on my eyes. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, there's no one that you came close after that.
Yeah, facts. So, player ratings is canceled. We'll get back to the phones. We got somebody named D Wade Miami in here who said what's up. Gabrielle Garcia says shut up, Wade. Shout out Gabrielle. You know what I mean?
Wait, did the Lakers just trade Reggie Bullock?
No, Reggie Bullock was on the Pistons. He killed us from 3. He was the one that destroyed. He was the one that was shooting threes all night.
Oh, I think trade for Reggie.
It's probably maybe good for them.
No, yeah, definitely. Yeah, Knox.
Crushed
us. Oh my gosh, he was killing Knox all game.
Yeah, crushed us, man, crushed us. Dave, if you're watching, Dave, send the Q&A link to the chat, and we'll get to the Q&A in a little bit. Let's jump to the phones and wrap up. JLs, Pal, you're up first. Just keep it quick. Pal from LA wants to talk about the game and the future of the Knicks. Pal, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up, CP, J. Ellis?
How you feeling, bro?
How y'all doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Happy Tuesday, man. I think it was a good tank day, but at the end of the day, I just wanted to say there's a lot of. I think KP. Now that I realize it was a blessing that he's gone. Now we don't have that thing behind us that we have to build around him.
Yeah.
If anything, it was probably toxic because if you're looking at the Lakers right now, the way they're handling the trade situation, their whole team got decimated by the Pacers. You know what I mean? I think we're in a good place. We're in a clean slate, and we haven't been this clean for a long time, you know? So I'm just waiting for what happens to the future, you know? So what I'm trying to figure out right now is how we're going to go how we're gonna go through it. Either A, we go for KD or Kyrie, or we just keep rebuilding. Either way, both paths are good. You know.
That's what I say.
So, but we have to be careful about like the trading rumors as the front office, just because seeing how the Lakers are doing this is not a good look. You know, we don't want to be that kind of team.
Yeah.
So I think it was a good move that we got rid of KP at the end of the day, because you know now KP is now the enemy of the state. And for better or for worse, that's actually gonna make amazing.
Unicorns don't exist anymore, JLS.
Oh, exactly. We have a new rival now. We have a new reason for the Garden to rock.
Facts.
So I'm just very happy about that, man.
Let's go, man. Appreciate the call, pal. Oh, I think I might have cut him too fast. My fault, pal. Unicorns don't exist no more, JLS.
Yeah, man. What are those?
I think that's definitely gonna be a Christmas Day game. First game, Knicks Mavs.
Oh hell yeah, we definitely got.
Let's go, KP against Kyrie, KD, and Zion.
Oh yeah, dunking on them in two hands.
Oh man,
Zion, yeah.
Send him packing. Send him right into the stands.
Posting him up.
Posting and toasting.
Yeah, I can see that happen.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Bullock just got traded.
Damn.
Right after the game.
Damn, see, that's how you raise your trade value, Wesley Matthews. You go out, you hit your threes, and then somebody will notice. My man Reggie Bullock didn't even get out the locker room at MSG, man. He's out of there.
He's trying to stay here, CP. He's trying to stay.
He's out of there. My man ain't even finished taking a shower. They're like, yo, you got to go to LA, dog.
Yeah, he's trying to stay, CP. That man's trying to stay for Kyrie and them, so he's going to start hitting those threes after Thursday. Watch.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
After that trade deadline's over, watch. He's going to go 10 for 10.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
10 for 10 next game.
I'm telling you, man. All right, next up, Mario from the Bronx wants to talk about trade deadline. Mario, how you feeling, bro?
You gotta get it.
Yeah, hello?
Yo, Mario, what you watching? TV over there, bro? You got to turn that down, man.
Oh, my bad, man. My bad.
Man,
what's going down?
Man, what you watching? Soap operas over there, bro?
Yeah, that sounds like some Real Housewives.
Nah, man, y'all got me on hold all this time. I had to turn on Netflix, man.
I feel you, man.
That was getting me nervous.
Yo, listen, man. We try to get through as many calls as we can. You know, but we still got to do the show and everything. So, but we appreciate you guys for waiting still, man. Appreciate it. At least you could hear the show while
yeah, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I just got a quick question for y'all, man. I'm listening to y'all here. And you guys got to convince me, man. I'm an optimistic Knicks fan, but
okay,
we traded our KP, man. Like, I understand the trade more and more as it going on, but like we shot on our foot with that Tim Hardaway contract. I mean, I know Scott Perry's in town now, helping Steve Mills on the realm up there, but I mean, their biggest find this summer was Mario Hezonja, man, and the Ennis Cannon trade is not looking too good.
Yeah,
I mean, convince me, man. Why should I be optimistic that we have a bright future and I should trust Scott Perry and Steve Mills past this trade deadline?
JL's break it down for Mario, man. Break it down.
All right, here we go. I mean, listen, I know we're not too happy about the Enes Kanter trade, right? I know we all not happy about that. But you know who came with the Enes Kanter trade? Your boy Mitchell Robinson came with the Enes.
Mitchell Robinson wouldn't have been here without Ennis. Mario, Mitchell Robinson. We gave you Mitch.
Second round phenom.
We gave you Mitch.
Now first round talent, Mitchell Robinson.
That's it.
And he massively constructed that. Yeah. They got that trader up out of here. Guy that's Dennis Smith Jr. and cap space. And you know what, too? He's had the wherewithal to, A, build a coaching staff that is strictly made for development. And B, bring in Fizdale, who is one of the most respected coaches to attract these free agents. Yeah. So, you know, if you step back, I know if you just stop looking at the losers all day long, you step back with the complete picture, you see how everything is set up for the future, man, we're going to be all right.
Yeah. You're going to be all right, Mario, man. I mean, listen, you know, the KP trade caught us all by surprise. You know, I was disappointed in it. But, you know, it just is what it is, man. We got to move on. We got to be thankful for the package that we got because it allows us to stay flexible and keep building. We're going to guarantee ourselves a top 5 pick this year. If it doesn't work out in the free agency, but one thing important, JL, is that we didn't touch on yet. With the cap flexibility that we have, we can use that as a weapon to take on more picks. We can take on salary if we really wanted to with the advantage of taking on a first round pick. You know what I'm saying? So if an Atlanta or a Phoenix or one of these teams wants to part with one of their high salary guys who maybe has 2 years left on his deal, we'll take him. Give us a first round pick unprotected. Let's go.
That's plan C. But
that's plan C. But I'm saying it's an option.
It's an option, and I'll say this too because Scott Perry is pretty decent drafter, man.
Yeah.
Like that. So that's also something. That's also something to look at. Like, look at what he did this year.
Yeah.
Alone. Kevin Knox, Mitchell Robinson, and ISO, who wasn't even drafted.
Right.
And then when he was in Sacramento, he was with Sacramento last season. He got them the point guard they tried to trade him.
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
And he also drafted Eric Gordon. And imagine he has a pretty decent draft record. So
yes,
we're stockpiling Scott Perry with lots of gold.
Yes, we can use the cap space as an asset to acquire more assets. This is what the top GMs do. This is what Danny Ainge does sometimes. Right? You can do that. This is what the Nets have done in terms of trying to rebuild their team. They didn't have the draft picks, but they had the cap space. So they said, all right, we'll take on a guy, but give us a pick for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's when you get into the asset allocation business, the asset acquisition business.
Yeah.
And so you just keep building. You keep building through the draft, and eventually, when the next guy gets disgruntled, if a Dame Dollars is ready to dip from Portland, if a CJ is ready to dip, if you name the guy, we can say, here it is. Here's our package, and it's not gonna hurt us.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna hurt us. And by the way, we have this guy draft pick, Zion, whoever the hell it is, and he's beasting, and we ready to go. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. You just never know. So Mario, have faith, man, and turn that TV down, bro. Man, Mario's watching Young and the Restless over there, JL.
I know.
They talking about, I'm watching Netflix. That's it. My man had Young and the Restless on DVR, man. He went to work and
Real Housewives. I definitely heard a drink.
Factuals. Shout out Lemonhead in the chat. Yes, Lemonhead, we are live. For the people just now watching, we run the replay of the show throughout the morning and into 12 noon the next day is the last show. That gives you the ability to chat with your fellow Knicks fans while you watch the show on a replay if you missed it. For those of you at work tomorrow who missed the show and you want to hear it and you can't watch it on YouTube, your boss might fire you. Listen to it in podcast form, Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher. This show is on the KnicksFanTV, but you can also catch the Nick of Time podcast on, JL's remind me again, Spotify, iTunes.
The Nick of Time show on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud.
Yep.
Google Play.
Yes, sir.
Stitcher.
Okay.
All that.
And that's that. Reaper Man says, Reaper Man's looking for the soundboard. Soundboard will be up. I just got to get to it. I'm lazy on the soundboard. 7 Car Service asks about the merch. For those of you looking for the merch, my merch, it's in the link is in the video description. I've shown you guys some designs here. The Mitch Please shirts and hoodies have been flying off. And they also ship to the European Union. Anybody in London, Ireland, any of those EU countries that you can get your shipments over there. Jay Ellis has his store open as well on the Nick of Time show.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Alex. He copped the Frank T.
Yeah, man.
And Ireland. It does ship to Ireland. So
yeah.
Shout out.
So yeah, the merch is available, man.
Yep. Link in the description as well for me as well.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Last 3 calls of the night, JLs. Real quick. Nate from Rochester wants to talk about DSJ and Frank. Nate, what's going on?
Yo.
How you doing, bro?
Hello.
Yep, loud and clear. Nate.
I'm good. Real quick on the DSJ Frank thing.
Yep.
I know a lot of people are excited to see it, and I think that we should definitely try to see how it works. But I don't think that the fit will necessarily work because Frank isn't an off-ball player at all, really. We've seen his best minutes at the point guard at least in my opinion.
That's true.
When he's like bringing the ball up and like passing and distributing it.
You're right.
And as far as he goes like off ball, when we've seen him in like the 2 and the 3 earlier this season, he's not a great cutter.
Hasn't worked.
He doesn't shoot well from anywhere at all. So
hasn't worked.
And then we also have to take into consideration that DSJ. At least I don't follow the Mavs, but apparently there's some like type of discord with his new role with Luka Doncic being the new primary ball handler.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that's something we should necessarily be looking forward to. Like I think at this point, like DSJ is a better player, so he should be starting. Okay. And I think Frank should run the backup. That's fair. I think that'd be the best route to go for now.
That's fair. Probably more wishful thinking on my part than anything else, Sales. I have no idea if they're going to be successful.
I get the
I just want to see Frank be successful, you know? What you think, Jay?
Yeah, man. He's taking a beating. Like, honestly, I mean...
And we should definitely try it to see if it works.
Yeah. Go ahead, Jay.
So, because I feel like as a coach, if you're not trying that, then...
Sorry, go ahead, Nate.
To me, Dotson is more of a natural, to be honest. And he plays defense as well.
Yeah.
And like he said, when Frank, at least recently to me, when Frank was getting go, like I felt like when Frank was setting people up, he was happier. If he just relied on to make shots, then the bio gets a little bit weird.
All right, appreciate the call, Nate. All right, next up, JJ from Brooklyn wants to talk about who he wants in free agency. JJ, what's good, bro?
Hello?
Yo, JJ, what's good, bro?
Yo, what's going on? How you guys doing, man?
Chillin', man. How you doing, man? Long time, JJ, man. You don't call us no more, bro. What's up, man?
Yeah, my bad. I've just been busy, bro.
JJ in Brooklyn's watching KnicksFanTV, you know? J. Ellis.
A word? That's up?
That's what they say, man.
Nah, chill, bro. Chill, nah. What's it called? Real quick, though, I just want to say, if we miss on, the guys we want, obviously KD, Kyrie, Kawhi. Well, I haven't heard nothing, like Kawhi, wanting to come here. But the last thing I want to do is spend it on, I don't want Amari Part 2. I don't want, no offense to Butler and, and Kemba Walker and Tobias Harris. I mean, those are good players, but they're not taking us where we need to go.
And Jimmy Butler, he's too volatile, man. I'm not with that. Yeah. All that antics that happened this year, keep him away from New York. He's too lit for New York. New York is not too lit for him, JLs. He's too lit for New York. We good.
I don't know, man.
We good. I don't want no parts of that over here, man. He's not. He hasn't won anything, and he's over here just running around like he's Kobe. Like, get out of here, man. Real talk. I'm not with that Jimmy Butler hype. Nah.
Yeah, I don't like all that being on edge all year.
Can I say one thing real quick before you let me go?
Yep.
Yeah, just real quick. About Dennis Smith, I still don't think. I think they look at him as like Plan C. I think. That's not going to deter them from going for Kyrie or or drafting Moran or Barrett. So, you know what I'm saying? I think they'd still move him if they get Kyrie because I think he needs the ball, so he's not like a 2. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't fit with a Moran or a Kyrie. He wouldn't be a fit. So to me, it's their Plan C, and they'll move him if they hit if they get a Moran or they sign a Kyrie. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I agree, JJ, man. I agree, man. Appreciate the call.
Yeah.
I
appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, it makes sense, JLs. Every position on this team is due for an upgrade, JLs.
Yeah, definitely. Get that upgrade button ready.
No lock. Every position needs an upgrade on this team.
Definitely.
Appreciate the call, JJ. JKale27, welcome to the nation. Just subscribe to KnicksFanTV. Make sure you go to Nick of Time Show and subscribe as well. All right, last call of the night, JLs. Fred Hardaway wants to check in.
Hey,
the return of Fred Hardaway. We thought he was going to Dallas. We thought he was watching Dallas Fan TV. All right, Fred, what's going on, bro?
What's good, man? What's good, y'all?
All right.
Yeah, I want to shout out the president of the DSJ fan club real quick. I subscribe to that, dude, to keep it 100 because I like what I see from DSJ. And I think the clock is out on Frank, is over on Frank. And Frank is gone. I think not necessarily gone. I think Frank is not really in the plans right now.
Yeah.
Because we got too many pieces, and then we got, these future first-round draft picks. It'll be easy to finally package him up and just, because what we're seeing from DSJ, we've been waiting. We've been dying to see Frank
create and penetrate, go to the basket.
Consistently.
Even if it's not to finish, but to set other guys up. And DSJ is doing that with ease.
Yeah, naturally. You know? Not even thinking.
And my last point is, when I wasn't going to call, but once I heard KP put the Nets into where the destinations where he would want to go.
Yeah, man, that was some low balls.
Like, I was just so disgusted. Because, like, we, as fans, we gave him everything. Like, we booed him, of course, but we immediately apologized for that. We gave him everything. And to see the amount of disrespect, not only him and his brother, that Dallas press conference when Carlisle was shouting out Giannis. I was like, what? Who is it? Who is this about?
Shouted him out as part of the team, man.
It looks weird,
like Trey Burke and Timmy. Y'all can say whatever y'all want about me. That's like liking Timmy, but at least he liked his back. Like, you could tell he didn't want to be there.
He didn't want to be there.
KP was.
Nah, he did not want to be there.
Yeah,
yo,
Timmy did not want to be there.
He did not want to be out there with the horses in him. He did not.
Not at all, bro. Man.
I just want y'all to just look at this because if Frank makes it to the deadline, this is really his last couple games with us. Because,
say goodbye.
It's like, for real. It's about a wrap. It's about to be a wrap for that.
It might be, man. It might be, JLs. All right, Fred. Appreciate you, bro. Listen, man. A lot of it I just don't like to give up on our prospects that early, man.
Yeah, because we already knew it was going to take them 3 minimum.
Yeah.
So it's like year 2. It's like,
I'm not ready to bail on them yet, man.
I'm not ready to bail on either, but I'm not Scott Perry.
Yeah. I mean, I'll keep it a buck. I have nothing to say that he deserves playing time over any of the point guards on this team.
Nah, he but he's just, I honestly felt like he was trending up and Moody was trending down.
Yeah.
In January.
And then he got hurt. That groin, the groin, right? Still hampering him, man. Still hampering.
December I give it to Moody. January I was giving it to Frank.
Yeah.
But Dennis Smith Jr. For right now is looking better suited to actually run an offense.
Factuals. Shout out everybody in the chat once again. We're gonna get to the chat Q&A real quick before we wrap up. Just hit that thumbs up button on the video one more time for your boys. Once again, if you're trying to get into the Twitter chat, share this video on Twitter with the hashtag PostGameNYK, and we will add you into the Twitter chat tonight. Tonight. JLs, we haven't played statement games in a while, man. We gotta do some giveaways, man. I still got some more hats. I still got some more memorabilia sponsored by Shells Heavy that we got to give away.
All right. We got a few more months.
Yeah. We'll set up some statement games. Maybe this weekend we'll get somebody a hat so far. All right, let's go.
I'm gonna give away Porzingis shirt.
Yeah, okay. All right. People could use some more cleaning supplies for the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, laundry day.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, first question comes from Rome Data Takeover. He says, do you feel like the Knicks tempo needs to change to fit better with Dennis Smith Jr.'s style of play? What do you think about that?
You said the Knicks tempo?
Yeah. I don't think it really changed. I think we just didn't have the horses to push the pace. I think Fizz always wanted to push the pace.
Yeah, he always wanted to be fast.
Yeah.
He always wanted to push the pace and go fast.
Yeah.
I mean, Moody, the pace has picked up, I feel like, in December and January. So, but we just haven't hit shots today. Fast. So I don't know. It remains to be seen how the team adapts to Dennis Smith Jr. being here full time. I feel like it's a little early to see.
Yeah.
To judge that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, Fizz always wanted to push the pace. That was always rule number one. And I feel like we actually pushed the pace today, considering how many lobs I've seen Mitchell Robinson catch today off of steals and missed baskets. I think he played pretty fast.
Yeah, like I said, I think Fizz is always, he hasn't been shy about saying he wants to push the pace. He wants to push the tempo. I think that's what got Moutier most of his playing time solidified, because of that. So I don't think they need to change it. I just think the personnel needed to change.
Yeah, he did some shots.
Yeah. Rome Data Takeover also says, what do you think about the Knicks' direction now after the Mavs trade? I think we touched on that for the past week. I'm good with it. I'm trusting it. I'm trusting the process here, stealing that line from the Sixers, because who cares about them? I'm trusting the process, JLs. That's all I can say, man. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, man.
That's it, man. Pedersen says, what's my Build a Tank team on Instagram? So I had posted this.
I saw Sports NY posted that.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
So I hope I could get it. Well, the $1 boys fell off a little bit. So I had posted this on IG from SNY. I didn't get the full thing on here. Let me see if I can get it. You Build a Tank team. I'm trying to get it here. For $15. Who's your all-time tank team, J. Ellis? I'm going to build mine real quick. See if y'all can beat this team right here. See if you can't beat this team right here is the question. We want to build a tank team for $15.
Gotta have Noah.
Give me Bargnani. Definitely gotta have Bargnani. Definitely. I'll put $5. Give me Bargnani at the 5. Give me Travis Ware. That's $9 at the 4.
What? Knicks great? Travis Ware? Okay.
Yeah, give me Travis Ware. He was terrible. Or I could even take Jimmer, but give me Travis Ware. That's $9 right there. Give me Lance. Definitely. Give me Lance at the 3. Yeah, I can't see the top row. I'm going to move it in. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all the top row real quick. So we could, let me just move this. And boom, there we go. Full slate. So give me Bargnani at the 5 for $5. Give me Travis Ware at the 4 for $4. Give me Lance at the 3 for $3. That is $12 in the hole. Oh, we Gucci. Give me Jared Jack. And give me, that bottom row. Give me Frank. So my tank starting 5 is going to be Jared Jack, Frank Ntilikina, Lance Thomas, Travis Ware, and Andrea Bargnani. You can't beat that team, JLs. That team is not winning a game.
Oh, man.
That team is not winning a game. They didn't even put Tony Douglas on there. That's crazy.
Tony Douglas.
Yeah, they put Timmy on there. Fred Hardaway tight. You can't put Timmy on there. You got to put Tony Douglas on there, man.
I'm buying Timmy for a dollar.
Who you got, JLs? Who's your squad?
I'm buying Timmy.
You getting Timmy?
Yeah, I'm getting Timmy. Definitely getting Timmy. Timmy Jack with Thomas.
Okay.
I like Cole Aldridge.
Cole Aldridge, he did all right for us in a couple of games, man. Cole Aldridge might win you a couple.
I don't know.
More so than Travis. He'll win you more games than Travis Ware.
Travis Ware had a pretty good one string.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I think my team is a powerhouse. I'm going Frank, Jared Jack, Lance Thomas, Travis Ware, and Bargnani.
I'm trying to pick somebody different from you, CP.
Nah, I feel it. You could go with Chris Smith. That $5 Chris Smith is a good one. That's a wild card right there.
That is a wild card.
Vujicic sucked as a nigga. He was terrible.
Yeah, where's Vujicic?
He's $5. He's expensive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Javed should be. Yeah, I don't know. I think Javed's too expensive.
Yeah, man. Real talk. I just take that $15 and buy a bottle and call it a night.
Yeah, man.
Buy a bottle of whiskey and drink my sorrows away till the lottery.
Down payment for League Pass.
Down payment, man. All right, JLs, go ahead, man. I'm gonna throw the theme music on. Let's get out of
here.
Yes, sir.
So basically, podcast just dropped. Time show, want to catch that on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play. That just dropped today. So you can go to the link in my description. And you can actually, the link in the description brings you to SoundCloud to listen to the Nick and Time Show today. But also, if you want to wait, the YouTube video of the podcast will be up tomorrow morning, probably like 6 a.m. or something, if all goes right. So definitely check out the YouTube of our latest installment of the Nick and Time Show. Also, you can follow me on all social medias, links are in the description as well. The KOT Show on the KOT Show on Twitter, the Nick and Time Show on Instagram, Nick and Time Podcast on Facebook. And yeah, you can also buy my merch. Link is in the description. Shout out to everybody with merch, hats, t-shirts, hoodies, all that. Thanks for people who supported me. Trying to get some new cameras still for the Nick and Time Show. So thanks for the support. And that is all. Back to you, CP.
Appreciate you, Jay Ellis, man. Appreciate you guys for watching, man. All you guys, we had almost 400 or 500 people in here on a Tuesday night listening to us talk Knicks, man. Always appreciate the support from everybody. Knicks lose once again 105-92 to the Detroit Pistons. Dennis Smith Jr. with 25 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds on the night. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at KnicksFanTV. I'm always there, always talking Knicks. If you guys haven't joined the Twitter group as yet, share this video with hashtag PostGameNYK, and I'll put you in the Twitter group tonight, and you can join the rest of us. We got about 50 people in the room. Merch is up. You see the Mitch Please tees. We got Mitch Please hoodies, sweatshirts. Hit the link in the video description to the merchandise store. Unicorns don't exist. Get those tees in time for the Knicks versus Mavs game next year. We need to be heavy in the garden with those. And replay of the show will start at 2 a.m. Eastern Time, 6 a.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and 12 noon Eastern Time. Gives you a chance to chat with your fellow Knicks fans from around the world, whoever's there. And yeah, man, it's always a good time. Lastly, the show's available in podcast form on Spotify, Google Play, iTunes, and Stitcher on the KnicksFanTV. So make sure, if you guys aren't able to see the videos, make sure we are in audio format on those platforms, man. So once again, appreciate the support. Thursday, we'll be doing, I'll be live streaming with Knicks Film School, Hard Knicks Life. From New York City. We'll be doing a live stream for the trade deadline. Just talking Knicks as usual, man. So I'll let you guys know. I'll schedule it ahead of time, and you guys can jump in and out of that as well, man. So until next time, we'll catch up with you guys, and until next time, man.